time with the host of the Green Revolution Radio Show, John McClain, Duke Stanberry, and Kira Bente.
Thank you very much. You're far too kind. Today on Green Revolution Radio, we have Ben Korn, a member of the former president of the Tucson Young Professionals. We'll also have Tyler Scruggs in the studio with us. He is a local 16-year-old musical phenom that we shall be featuring on this week's edition of Green Music.
Later in the show, our own political correspondent, Pima GOP committeeman Sean McCluskey, will fill us in on other practical solar options. And we'll have another great local musician, Lori Richardson, calling in to speak about her recent appearance on the Duke and Cat Show.
Toward the end of the show, we will have the founder of Indigenous Solutions in studio with us to explain the different ways to conserve with your landscape. All that and more on this episode of Green Revolution Radio.
Green Independence with 2010 state legislative candidate David Ewald.
My name is Dave Ewald. I'm the Executive Director of Coalitions of Mutual Endeavor. I'm a past Green Party candidate, but more recently an independent candidate. And one of the reasons I'm an independent is because when I start looking at the crises that we're facing both globally and locally and look at the response from both of the entrenched major parties, their solution, supposedly, is to give us more of what's causing all the problems. And so as an independent, I look at ways we can start doing things differently, and this relates directly to a local issue that we're considering right at the moment, both with Imagine Greater Tucson and the review of the comprehensive plan updates for the city of Tucson. One of the things they talk about is the fact that we have to accept more growth, and we're not willing to look at the fact that growth is what got us into this mess. So one of the things we need to start doing, and looking at it from perhaps outside party affiliations, is what we can realistically do to create a higher quality of life and provide the right livelihood for people here in the greater Tucson area from the perspective that doesn't require infinite growth. There is a way to become better instead of bigger, and that's really what I'd like to see the political parties start doing a lot more of.
Green Independence with 2010 state legislative candidate David Ewald. Now return to your broadcasting program, Green Revolution Radio with John McClain.
And welcome back to Green Revolution Radio. I am just that man your mom has been telling you about, John McClain. And with me I have Miss Pima County 2011, Kira Bate.
Hello.
And we also, being our technical guru today, we have Duke Stanberry over there still fiddling with electronics.
Well, thank you. I think we got it streaming. If
there we go.
It should be on, and yeah, you should be moving over. There we
how you doing? Hey, out in the world. I know that there's a monitor blocking me as far as the people that are watching us streaming right now, but I am here. I am the voice that you hear.
I told them to focus on me. That's
yeah,
what
like
I say
you do
each and every time.
show.
That's
Absolutely.
Right.
Every time a cameraman gets around, you do like your reverse paparazzi with them. You're like, no, don't take pictures of them. Take pictures of me. And you start posing, smiling. Yeah, it's beauty queen comes out of you.
Yeah.
So let me make the mention real quick. To our fourth caller, if you call in, we have a pair of Tucson Padres tickets on August 20th. Fourth caller, give us a call. You get that pair. No, none of you 15 people that's here in the studio can have those tickets.
Oh.
Those are just for callers. And we have something awesome today. I met a brand new friend at an event called First Fridays last Friday, the classiest event I've ever been to in Tucson. And his name is Ben Korn. He used to be the president of Tucson Young Professionals, and he's definitely still active in it. He seems to be the beautiful face of this organization here in studio with us to speak. Thanks for being here with us, Ben.
Thanks, John. Quite the high-tech operation you've got going here.
Yeah, we're serious. We're serious. We don't play around.
I've never seen so many wires and cameras in my life.
That's how we do it. That's how, go back and tell all your friends how we do it, because that is exactly it. So tell us a little bit about Tucson Young Professionals, and most importantly, your involvement with it since the time you've been involved.
Yeah, Tucson Young Professionals started probably 4.5, 5 years ago, and the mission is to promote, attract, and retain young professionals in Tucson. I started off just about right after really was initiated, and I was on the board for a couple years. I was the president for the last calendar year, and just actually ended my term. So Jeff L's the new president. I'm certainly going to continue to be active in it. And we realized that there was kind of a void. There was just like, you know, this vibrant university scene here in Tucson. We've got a lot of retirees, but where's that in-between portion? And so we want to have a place where people can gather. First Fridays is our most visible event. It's been our most successful type of deal because really people like to get out downtown. We think downtown is really important in terms of the future of Tucson. We've been told by a lot of people that that's what young professionals and their families and their wives and everybody really wants to have, a place where they can find a sense of home and community, where they can get plugged in and meet other people that are similar to them.
Okay, and then what I wanted to know is, what is your demographic for Tucson Young Professionals?
Well, that event itself is 21 and over. To be a member, you need to be between 21 and 45.
Okay,
So
young.
21 and 45 is that demographic. That's a young professional, and our engineer for the show, he got offended when I asked him how he knew about the Tucson Young Professionals. But Chris, you are definitely in that demographic, and I apologize, because you are a young professional in my heart.
Yes, he
That's
is.
right, man. He's a TYP.
And then also on the website, you can look at the member list, is that correct? And kind of see what their professions are and who you could possibly network with?
You know, we actually
That's what
need to
someone told me.
update that. That's right.
Okay, I was going to have done my research before, but
I
okay,
appreciate
good to know
that.
though.
Yeah, that is the plan. We're going to get that up and running really soon.
Awesome, can't
It's something
wait.
that we had a few years ago, and we're working on it right now.
No, that's great for networking, knowing who to contact.
I tell you, the place to go is really our Facebook page, because that's the most interactive and it's the most current on a regular basis. It's just Tucson Young Professionals, and it constantly has an update of what's going on. I know John tagged us for this this evening's radio show as well. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have nothing but support for you guys. After going to that first Friday event, I was blown off my feet. I was blown off my feet, and it was cool because it gave me a template to follow in the different events that our radio show does, or the different organizations that I'm involved with. So it's good to have that there. What would you account to the rise in popularity for the organization? Seems so quickly. It definitely doesn't seem like there's organizations with such a short life to really make such a difference like you guys are.
You know, I tell you, we got some dynamic people that are really getting out there in the community and making connections and getting plugged in, and that's what we're all about, is bringing people together. For example, this last event that we did, we had this candidate meet and greet. So we had everybody that was running for mayor, the two Green Party candidates, Rick Renell, the writing candidate, and of course Jonathan Rothschild, and then we had all the people that were running for city council. That's one thing that we've done very well, is really network. I tell you, there's a girl right now that's on my board named Danielle Duarte. I don't know if you've heard of her. She actually was just honored in the 40 under 40 that came out just on Sunday in the Arizona Daily Star, and I tell you what, she is a connector, and she puts people together and makes connections like you wouldn't believe. So I got to think that's part of it. And you know, it's funny, we put together an event back in May that was our fashion show, and that's our biggest event every year. We usually get like 400 or 500 people out to that deal. And we used 13 local designers. We had 140 different models. We did at the Fox Theater downtown. And in that time, just looking at the demographics, the analysis or whatever, 5,500 active, monthly users on our Facebook page, 50,000 post views. So people are getting plugged in, or they're getting, you know, to know what we're all about. And I'm really excited about where we're going and what we're capable of putting together here. And really, it takes a bit more of a critical mass to really make it happen to the level that we aspire to, because there's some big companies we're actually working with right now to get their employees involved. I think it would help them to be able to say that they have a good place that they can be plugged in here in town. So.
And as we're rolling into break here, tell the audience how they can get a hold of Tucson Young Professionals.
On the Facebook page, for sure, Tucson Young Professionals. We have a website, TucsonYoungProfessionals.com. And we have an email address, typeinc@gmail.com.
Cool. And then I promise you we do this, and I'll throw on the hat for the camera over my headset. Tell us a little bit about Safeguard and what you guys do and how they can get a hold of you. We've got 30 seconds.
You bet. That's my business. We do promotional products and branding, and just for this show, I brought in my 100% organic hat. We do a lot of eco-friendly type of merchandise and the types of things that you'd want to really invest in that's going to help you brand your company and be eco-friendly at the same time.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for being here, sir.
Yep.
I
Thank you,
shake
John.
his hand.
Appreciate it.
And that's Tucson Young Professionals. Again, go to TucsonYoungProfessionals.com or .org.
.com
.com.
and SafeguardTucson.com.
SafeguardTucson.com. This is Green Revolution Radio. John McClain, Kira Batey, and Duke Stanberry.
Okay. Let's do this. Alright, how about that? I plugged it in and can you hear it? We'll get it right, y'all. Green music, green music, green music, green music, green music. We now return to your broadcasting program, Green Revolution Radio.
And welcome back to Green Revolution Radio. That was this week's edition of Green Music with Tyler Scruggs. It's All My Fault is the name of this amazing song that had me dancing in studio more than any song ever. And I play a lot of really cool songs. I even played a little Beatles, but it had me dancing even more than that. I am John McClain. Next side to me is it Ms. Pima County 2011, right? Is that the title?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. That's Kira Batey.
Hello.
Duke is also part of the show. He's being our technical man right now, so we don't
Thank you, Duke.
and just at least let us hear a hi from that beautiful voice of yours.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, there we go, and there we go. And the musician that put together that amazing song named All My Fault, his name is Tyler Scruggs. He's your 16-year-old local phenom. Welcome to the studio, Tyler Scruggs.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So before I let you tell us what that song was about, I'm going to give my interpretation, Kira, and have you give your interpretation of it. Okay, the way I saw it, and again, I know I'm completely wrong on this. You know, the whole time the guy was singing about how it was all his fault, and he finally wants to say something about it. I think that he's talking about the trouble that he's done to the environment. He's hurt the environment, and he's gone with the way that the system has run for all these years, and now he wants to speak up about it, and he doesn't want to do the same old things that he did before. That's my interpretation.
Yes, I don't know if I can top that, but just listening to the songs about, flushing the toilet and that it's all his fault, I think that it was saying that he was not very conscious of the environment, and now he would like to make some changes to that.
Okay.
That's my take.
And
So
that's
very
our
similar.
take. That's our Green Revolution take
Yeah.
of it. Tyler
Okay.
Scruggs,
Totally.
you give us the actual
real.
interpretation of it.
Well, I wrote that song a couple years ago, and I wrote it in it's kind of a progressive song in that I sing, "This is all my fault, this is all my fault." And in the second chorus, it's, "This is all my fault, this is all your fault." And then finally in the third chorus, it's, "This is all your fault, this is all your fault." And so it's kind of, you know, a song that progresses like into like a sort of self-reflective to, "I'm angry at you now."
So this isn't about the environment at all. It's actually a
No.
yeah, it's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Then, huh?
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
way too green.
Yeah.
You're way too green.
I think I've been rubbing off on you as far as that
I know.
greenness.
I
guess.
definitely
Pass you over.
appreciate that interpretation. You know, that's the whole purpose of music.
That
And
is
true.
it's interpretive. Like there's no right answer.
Yeah.
There's the artist's intention, but if that message doesn't get across to everyone, then that's communication. You know,
Yeah. And so
communication is how someone hears it.
so this song being about a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship and the breakups and the woes that it's about. Is this a personal story that you're telling?
To some extent. I mean, I always try to have some sort of fiction in my music, just you know, to give some space between you and your songs. But there are songs that are deeply personal, and I think you can definitely tell within music.
With those girls, would they know exactly who they are? Is it kind of like a Taylor Swift situation? Where people in school know, "Oh yeah, he's singing about that girl."
Yeah, I definitely have had some issues in the past where I would release a song and I get a call right away saying, "I know that song is about me, take that down."
Ladies,
and I'm like,
watch out
Nice.
for Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. And so as we're gonna have to cut this short just because we have a pretty. Actually, we're gonna keep you here, but tell them how to get a hold of your music, get a hold of you.
Well, you can definitely email me at tyscruggs@gmail. You can follow me on Twitter at Tyler Scruggs. I have a music page and a personal page. You can contact me either way. To listen to my music, probably the preferable site would be www.tylerscruggs.bandcamp.com, and from there you can actually purchase the song, and pretty soon you can actually get a physical copy of the EP. And then in the coming months, there should be a full album of about 10 or 11 songs called Robots Live Forever, and I'm currently in the works. It's in the works.
Yeah, and I'm excited to hear it. Definitely, I'm in love with that song. I'm in love with that song that I heard, and I look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you, definitely, Tyler.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
And then now we have, I think they call it Green Stock. My green stock this week is silver. Silver, people, listen up. So everyone that believes the only mineral worth investing in is gold, I'm sorry, but you're incorrect. That boat has sailed. It might have been a stellar investment if you invested in gold when it was trading at $300 an ounce, but now that it is well over 4 times that, it's not such a good investment anymore. On the other hand, silver right now is trading at $40 per ounce and is only going to rise as the supply for silver lessens and the demand rises. And if you're keeping an eye on things, that's exactly what's happening right now. My best piece of influence in this little silver idea for you when considering investing in silver is the fact that England, good old England, the motherland, uses the rare metal to support their monetary system. They are the only country in the world that has their monetary system supported by a rare metal. Let me repeat. They are the only country in the world that has their monetary system supported by a rare metal, and therefore the only place where you can always trade in your paper money for a shiny silver rock. So before you think about investing anywhere else, and I mean anywhere else, take a look at silver. This has been this week's Green Stock. Okay, so make one point before we go out to break is we have 2 tickets to the third caller to the Wild and Scenic Film Festival. Go ahead and give us a call. You don't have to answer any question or tell us a secret code or anything. Just be the third caller, and we will square you away with 2 tickets. We have Tyler Scruggs still in here in studio with us, the amazing 16-year-old local phenom, a musician that makes your head curl and makes you dance. Me, Kira, and even Duke, as stressed as he was trying to get everything worked out, he had a little beat in his step, and it's awesome to see talent like this here in Tucson. Go to Green Revolution Radio, see everything that we're doing. Go ahead and give us a call after the break, 529-3508, Green Revolution Radio.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at
And welcome back to Green Revolution Radio. I am John McLean, master of many. I like to think of myself. Master of few is what others like to think of me. I am also here with Kira Batey.
Hello.
And down there, the Mr. Duke and Cat Show, Duke Stanberry.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, he's back there. He's hiding underneath the desk right now, so we're gonna have to excuse him. And also we have another special guest. It's been an action-packed guest full show, and we have the founder of Indigenous Solutions, one of the best landscape companies in Tucson, Kenny Mungen. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
So we're going to get into one of our favorite segments. I know definitely one of Kira's favorite segments.
Yes.
Especially since it has her name on it. She made the logo herself, and it's called the Green Gossip.
Now time for the Green Gossip.
This is Kira Batey with Green Gossip. On Thursday, August 11th, 2011, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency banned DuPont's commercial green herbicide after numerous reports that the herbicide was causing damage to trees and killing them. DuPont had voluntarily suspended the sale of their green herbicide while the EPA investigated. The company said it would also initiate a recall and refund program by mid-August, but the EPA stepped in last Thursday, demanding that DuPont halt the sale, use, and distribution of the herbicide.
This is a good example of greenwashing. For all those out there that don't know what greenwashing is, it's when a commercial company or corporation decides they want to pretend like something's green and put the name green on it to get approved and be part of the green community. But this obviously is not one of those cases. I didn't do the research in what exactly was in these herbicides that made the EPA kick them out, but it disgusts me when I see stuff like this, especially from a company like DuPont that I would expect to be setting the precedents in their industry. But that's neither here or there. I'm glad that the EPA was able to catch them.
Well, also I wanted to ask you, with green, so a lot of people like to stamp their name on it just so more green people will go into their product, just as organic people, or when it says organic, people are most likely to buy it just because of that.
Yeah,
How awful.
It's definitely, there's a green market that's growing more and more every year, where maybe that green market was 1 to 2% of the United States population 4 to 5 years ago, but that now we're looking at 5 to 10% of the population take green into consideration when they make purchases. So yeah, there's a lot of companies that are greenwashing themselves to try to give themselves a competitive edge over their competitors, and yeah, it really makes me sick. And definitely in the past, that was something that we did a lot on this show, is exposing those type of companies. But I'm glad we were able to sneak it in here.
Well, I'm glad I learned a new term, greenwashing.
Greenwashing, yeah.
Greenwashing.
Iconics Brand Group Incorporated unveiled a new marketing campaign for Danskin brand that combines celebrities, charities, and an initiative for promoting a healthy lifestyle among women. Jenny McCarthy, Hilary Duff, Christy Brinkley, and Padma Lakshmi have become the face of Danskin for Fall 2011 campaign Move for Change. Each woman is featured throughout the campaign, marketing materials, doing the fitness exercise that they love. Jenny McCarthy shows off some yoga moves, Hilary Duff is shown hiking, Lakshmi is engaged in boxing, and Brinkley, the beautiful supermodel, shows off some dance moves. Danskin wants to represent a range of women and what they do to stay in shape.
Yeah, when I was reading this, I had a precise question that I wanted to ask you. You being a beautiful woman that's in shape, what do you do to stay in shape? Or would you say you're a Jenny McCarthy type of girl, a Brinkley, a Hillary Duff? What is your style?
I actually would say all. My regimen focuses on, I do Pilates, I also do yoga, hiking not so much, sorry Hillary Duff, but I also do run daily. But my biggest thing that I like to do is dance, and for people that don't know, I've been dancing since I was 3 years old. I tap dance, also do jazz funk, so that's like music video style and technique. And what I like about this campaign is it's showing women, but not just women, people in general, that working out doesn't have to be this strenuous activity. It can be something that you love. You know, dancing to me is not exercise. It's an enjoyable pastime, as for yoga and hiking and even a way of socializing. So I like this, and it's showing that you can work out and have fun at the same time. That they're not. It doesn't have this negative connotation with it.
So you're a little bit of like a Jenny McCarthy, Chrissy Brinkley hybrid mix. You got
hybrid,
that? Yeah, because
if only I
Jenny
looked like
McCarthy
them
does
hybrid.
yoga and then Brinkley does dancing. So
Yes.
yeah, you're a hybrid
Let's
mix.
say that,
Watch
yeah.
out, Jenny McCarthy
Yeah.
and Chrissy Brinkley,
You're
because
gonna get
Kira
served.
Pate is here.
She is here.
So Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane is honoring his mother's memory by helping a cause she was passionate about, animal rescue. MacFarlane's mother, Perry, passed away in July 2010 after a protracted battle with cancer. Now, in honor of the 1-year anniversary of her death, he is partnering with the Heaven on Earth Animal Society, a no-kill cat shelter, to establish Perry's Place, a cage-free sanctuary and adoption center for homeless cats.
That's nice.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Me?
Yeah.
Since I'm all into animals?
Yeah, you're Mrs. Animal.
Yes,
Yes,
no,
yes.
yeah. Well, I really like the idea of the no-kill shelters. I think it's so sad, especially when no one is adopting these animals, knowing that they are going to be put away. So it's nice to know that there are sanctuaries out there. What about you guys? I want to
Yeah.
hear your
Well,
2
do you think
cents.
you guys think it's peculiar that the creator of Family Guy, you know, it's just
Oh
my
it's
God.
kind of like,
Yeah.
like the creator of South Park decided
Yes.
that he's going to start a soup kitchen. It just it doesn't really register, but I mean it all's well that ends
Well,
well.
apparently his mother was serious about her cause, and
Yeah.
that's the only reason that he's pulling that in.
Yeah, and you know, poor guy, he lost his mother. I don't know how I would react, but yeah, that's cool that he's taken that really strong negative and turned it into a really strong positive.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thumbs up to you, Mr. McFarlane. Thumbs
Yes.
up to you. Keep making those excellent Family Guy TV shows and
Do you like that?
Save the pets.
Are you a
Yeah, I
Family
like
Guy
that
fan?
show.
I'm a Simpsons
You know-
girl.
Yeah, I'm a Simpsons, but I can't
Yeah.
even get into this. Family
So you don't like
Yes.
Family
Guy.
Guy
A talking
either?
baby? Come on.
It's funny. It's kind of like, remember that dinosaurs show back in the day where they had the talking baby, not the mama?
Oh no.
No,
That's-
you don't- not the mama. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
grew
love
up on
show.
that. Oh, you like that? You like that?
Yeah, we got the camera guy back there dancing and laughing and clapping. He's so happy when I said
That's why
not the
he's
mama.
Laughing Dog Productions.
Yeah, Laughing Dog Productions doing it again. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we can make. Who's the other person? We
That's
have?
right. I want to thank Harry. We didn't get the sound on it, but there is a picture on our DookieCat.com, and also Giuseppe and Brett. But yes, Harry with Southern Arizona Video Production for allowing us to bring the camera equipment up.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
Harry. You're the man, Harry.
Appreciate
it.
You are the man. I want to put you and my good friend Marco right there
That's right.
at equal par, because Marco with Laughing Dog Productions. I say it all the time, and people kind of look at me weird when I say it. The best video guy in Tucson.
That's right.
So you other video guys out there that think that that's not true, go ahead and give me a call. Let you know exactly how it works. 529-3508. This was your Green Gossip. Before we run into the break, I'm going to speak with another great local musician, someone that I just met recently. Listen to some of her music. She has a country style. She's really quite amazing. Her name is Lori Richardson. Thank you for being here, Lori Richardson. I'm sorry we've had you on hold for so long. Good. How are you
Well,
doing?
hello, Lori. How you doing?
Yeah. So you're on that show last week. You're just making the rounds right now, huh?
She's on Dirty South TV. She is everywhere.
Very cool.
That's right.
So unfortunately we just have a short amount of stint to show some love to you and to let everybody know who you are. First, let's tell them how they can listen to your music or get a hold of you if they want to.
www.loririchardsonmusic.com, and should be
Yeah, I already am. So yeah. Oh, you're not talking to me. Those out there. Okay, yeah, they can follow you on Twitter. Yeah. Well, I already am. I mean, I'm gonna follow you nonstop now. You're amazing. You're a talent. You and Tyler Scruggs. I'm gonna sit there on your coattails. Well, I also want to make the announcement. 3 weeks from this Monday, we're going to have Lori Richardson on the show to feature her song and Green Music. So that was kind of why I wanted to bring you on, to just get the audience a feel for who you were and get to hear your beautiful voice before we actually had you in studio. It was a pleasure speaking with you, Lori. I'll see you again in 3 weeks.
See you soon.
Take care now.
Thanks.
All right, this is Green Revolution Radio. I'm John McClain with Kira Batey and Duke of Earl Stanberry.
You'll get it right.
And this is Green Revolution Radio.
Wait, do I have time to get coffee?
Okay. Oh, welcome to... I am the biggest. No Drive month has turned me into the biggest mooch in the whole entire world. I'm okay with it.
That's all right. We love you.
Yeah, good. And that's why I only ask people who love me. People who don't like me, I don't even think to ask them.
Now it's time for Green Revolution Radio with John McClain.
With John McClain, Kira Batey, and
Hello.
Duke Stanberry.
Hello.
And we cannot forget our special guest in here, Kenny Mungeon, the founder of Indigenous Solutions, the best, the #1 landscape company in Tucson, coming to your ear holes.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. And this is all your second segment dedicated to awesome landscape stuff.
All right.
So I'll ask you the same question that I asked you earlier. What made you think think of conservation when it came to somebody's landscape?
Well, a lot of the stuff that we look at is ways we can save our clients money, and in being green and doing those sorts of things, that is one way that actually does work to save our clients money, as well as keep our overhead down low as well. Just in general, the water that we have here in Tucson is a very valuable commodity.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly but surely, it is dwindling, and so I just look to see what we can do to keep that commodity available and readily available, so that we don't have to end up like some of the other states, like Texas and California, Colorado, where you end up with water windows and you get fined for water and water waste and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a good practice to have. I mean, it's good for the environment, good for the community, all those sorts of things.
Somebody told me in Colorado that you can't wash your own car. You have to go to a car wash. Is that true?
I don't know. I've
Very
never
well
heard
could
of
be.
Yeah.
They have some pretty strict water.
Yeah, that's
Texas
what somebody
is
told me.
kinda
You
tough,
can't
too.
wash your own car.
They have to monitor all the water that comes down to Colorado, and they only get so much. Everything else has to
That's
come back.
expensive.
Yeah.
Gotta own a car wash in Colorado and Texas, I guess.
Yeah.
Make some money in this economy.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Okay, I gotta go now. I gotta start a car wash in Colorado.
Exactly.
So, what are the different things within a yard that you've really honed in on as far as conservation? The different products or items.
One of the things that we really like using is smart controllers.
Mhm.
There's a variety of them out there that are available to homeowners and also commercial sites, depending on what you're actually looking for and what your budget is. Some of the favorite controllers that I like is CyberRain. It's a really good controller that allows me to monitor it anywhere that I have web access. So it actually will monitor the flow of water, and if it notices that you have an overflow condition, which means you've got to break someplace, it'll shut down the system so you don't have that water constantly going. And it's able to read very low flow, so like your emitters on your drip tubing, if that gets pulled out, or a rodent chews it off because they're looking for water, it'll detect that and then shut down the system and send me an alert so that I know that this site, this valve has a problem, and then we can test it from my office, from my smartphone, and I can actually look and see what it is, which makes us more efficient to go out and solve the problem, because I can actually pretty much determine what the actual issue is, so that we can send our irrigator out there to fix that. So.
And I know there's an array of water conservation things within your irrigation. What are some of the other options that people have?
We like to do water harvesting. If we can do water harvesting right off the roof line. We can use that to we used below ground water harvesting tanks, so that as you get your rainwater, depending on where the area is, you can water up to probably close to 50%, if not all of your landscaping, depending on the type of landscape that you have.
Yeah.
We worked with Ewing Irrigation. They did a big test site where they harvested all their rainwater off of their roof, and we put in a water feature out front, which is a nice thing to look at. They've done some tests and stuff and monitored to see how efficient it was, and with the amount of rainfall they get in their area, they're able to water their xeriscape. About 50% of their water use out of the year comes from what they harvest, and then they pretty much can run their water feature year round based on what they harvest. So,
by any chance, do you know how much homeowners can save yearly?
By putting in a smart line controller, you can save right up to 40% on your water bill. So if you're not either going out there and programming your controller every month based on ET, or you don't have a smart water system, you're essentially just throwing money down the drain. I mean, that's money you can put in your pocket. And typically, when you put in a smart line controller, it's about a year to year and a half return on your investment. So you get that initial investment back very quickly.
Oh, great.
Which is another benefit. So it's not like you got to go 10, 20 years down the road.
2028.
Right.
Like some products.
Right. You want to you get. So if you're only planning on being in your house in a short amount of time, it is a great thing to have. So it's going to increase the value of your home. You have that system.
How long has that smart system been out? I mean, how did you find out about it? Or
I found out through my vendor. They came in and introduced a new product. CyberRain's been around for several years. Their CyberRain controller is a fairly newer product they have. They've had that out on the market probably a good 4 or 5 years. I've got several sites in it. I've actually worked with them in the development on different issues that have come up because it is a newer system, to help get some of the little minor bugs out. Stuff that the engineers, they design a really great product, but then they need some input back from the field. So we've really helped them in that development as well. And it's a really great product because there isn't really anything out there for the cost that gives you just about all of the benefits that you have from the larger systems that cost thousands of dollars. And one of the other great benefits I really like about it is there isn't any monthly fee. Some of the other systems, there's monthly fees for monitoring and that sort of thing. So it's a true real-time type watering system. It checks out weather.com is where it gets its information. Checks on humidity, temperature, wind, if it's raining, chance of rain, all that kind of stuff. And then it takes what you program it for, and then it waters based on that. What if or not the plant needs water, how much it needs, and how long it's going to water for. So you essentially, on smart controllers, you essentially set them for, here in Tucson, it's about June is our hottest month. So you set it for the water needs in June, and then the controller adjusts up and down depending on the weather and stuff as it goes through. So you may want it to be watering for 4 hours in June, but come December it may only water for 20 minutes. So so it's a really great product.
And other than water conservation, do you guys do maybe energy conservation, electricity conservation? Do you do anything along those lines?
Yeah, we also look for putting in. There are some of those smart controllers that you can adapt and put solar on them, so they can run specifically on solar.
Okay.
Which is another good thing. One of the other things we do internally is we recycle all as much of the waste as we generate. So everything goes to green waste. All of our green waste products that we get from trimming and cleaning up places, and then also the generated trash, the papers, the plastics, the cans. That we have a recyclable dumpster that we put that in. So pretty much we're really trying to lower our impact on the environment as well.
And you're telling me you guys do LED? You install LED?
Yeah,
lights?
we do. We also use LED lights, which pull off very little power. So they're really a great product to have as well. The actual fixture is a little bit more expensive as a fixture cost it goes, but it comes with, you're able to use the light. That LED light, the lifespan of the light bulb is about 20 years, and then the fixture has a great manufacturer's warranty of 10 years. So.
Okay, now so I'm certain that my audience they're happy with what you said, and they definitely want to give you a call. Tell them how they can get a hold of you.
You can reach us at the office at 520-744-9164. You can also reach me via my email. It's Kenny@indigenoustucson.com. Those are two great ways of getting in touch with us.
Well, I just want to mention that he is a former United States Marine, doggone it.
Hoorah!
And if anything, I trust anything a Marine says.
Yeah.
So you got mine.
And I have to say, he's like the sharpest looking Marine I ever met. I would have never guessed it.
That's right.
Actually, I almost don't believe you. Let me see your tattoos.
That's that Army guy. That's that Army guy.
We're silly. We're silly people. What can I say? At least I wasn't stuck up enough to join the Air Force. Do I get any credit for that?
And before we leave, I want to make sure that you and John get your shirts for coming on our show.
I have my Duke and Cat Show T-shirt.
That's
Camera
right.
people out there, you can't see it, but it is right here.
That's right. And we will be streaming this with all sound and everything. Thanks to Laughing Dog Productions, we're going to have this show on later on. So thanks.
This is Green Revolution Radio. I'm John McClain with Kira Bate, Miss Pima County 2011, and Duke from Duke and Cat Show.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
KJLL, South Tucson. CBS.
Hey, you good, Chris?
Most corporations have done it. Now,
You must have done this a couple times.
That's just that easy.
Dude, I love these. They're so cute.
Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, we had another amazing show today. We had Ben Korn, we had Kenny Mungeon with Indigenous Solutions, Ben Korn with Tucson Young Professionals. We had Tyler Scruggs, a 16-year-old kid that is dynamite. We had Lori Richardson call in, who was on the Duke and Cat show last week. That was amazing. And I think that was all as far as our guests in studio, but it was an awesome show. Kira was amazing today. Duke was behind the scenes a little bit today, not as out there and vocal as usual. Definitely I look forward to hearing him more because I love his voice more than I love hearing my mother call me in for dinner. And it was all in all, great show. We're really building, we're really starting to become popular amongst the community, and I really look forward to what the future has in store for us.
Hey, this is Duke from Green Revolution Radio. It was a fantastic show. As John said, I was trying to get this streaming thing down. It's going to start next week. We had picture, we just didn't have sound. So thanks to Marco and Laughing Dog Productions, you will be able to see the episode here on Dirty South TV and DukeandCat.com. But GreenRevolutionRadio.com is where you'll know all the updates. I missed a few of the guests on the show, but I know it was a great show. So tune in to GreenRevolutionRadio.com, go to DukeandCat.com, and also Dirty South TV, the future of music television.
Hey guys, it's Kira Bate, another great show, and I really enjoyed interviewing all our guests today and wanted to thank them for coming out, and tune in next Monday.
I'm Kenneth Mungeon with Indigenous Solutions. Really enjoyed being on the show. I look forward to coming back many more times. It was really interesting to see how radio actually works. Never done it before, and it's actually pretty neat. Had a really good time, and everybody was very welcoming, and was made me laugh a lot and a bunch of different things. So look forward to doing it again.